All right, today we are going to make a quick video on the mini super crane, and this is how to set up the bill acceptor. Now, this is a standard bill acceptor from ICT, and here's the model number A6-25SCP-USD4-II or 2. Now, it's pretty standard and it's a pretty cheap bill acceptor, but it is very reliable and it is updated to accept the most current bills, which are 1, 5, 10, and 20. Now, there is a very good video from candymachines.com, and I'll try to post a link to the description, and they show you exactly how to hook this thing up. But they only show you in their video how to hook it up for a $1 play and only to accept $1 bills. And I'm going to show you how to accept all bills. Now, currently, I have this machine set up to do 2 plays per quarter. So in their video, they're going to show 1 pulse, I believe it is, for $1. In our video, I'm going to show you how to set it up for, it would be, I believe, 4 pulses per dollar, which is a quarter. Or is it? No, it would be 2 pulses. We'll find out. Let's see how we got it set up. So the first thing you're going to do is, with this bill acceptor, it is 12 volts DC. And the crane actually can do 12 volts DC, or it can do 120. And it all depends on what kind of bill acceptor you get. Now, this is the one that candymachines.com sells directly to you, or you can buy these online for about in the $200 range. So considering this is 12 volts DC, you're going to hook it up to your 12 volts DC cable. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to have to set the dip switches, which are 7 and 8. 7 right here, and you'll follow this all the way down, is going to be, let's see, 7, harness disable. Okay. Now down is on and up is off. So we follow 8 right here. So inhibit active high. So we don't want high voltage, okay? And then 7 right here, all the way down, harness disable, harness enable. So on, harness disable on, inactive, high, on. So we are on 12 volts DC. So 7 and 8, dip switch is down. Okay, now with my machine, I want to accept all bills. So dip switch 1 is going to be off for $1 because I want it to accept the $1. Dip switch 2, I want it off, which is going to be in the up position because up is off, down is on. I want it to accept $10, so dip switch 3 is going to be off. And dip switch 4 is going to be off also. So I accept all dollar bills. 1s, 5s, 10s, and 20s. Now, why do I have it set up like that? Because it depends on whether the kids are good. If they're good, I'll give them a $20 bill or a $10 bill. Actually, it'd be a $20 bill if they're great. Like they did really good schoolwork, got straight A's on their report card or whatever. So it's set up for 2 plays per quarter, okay? So we're going to find out how many pulses. Now, we need to do a pulse, okay? So your pulses are going to be in this bracket right here, okay? Which are switches 1 and 2, okay? Now, 1 and 2 dip switches are on this bank up here. So now if you see, I have switch 1 off, switch 2 on, switch 3 off, switch 4 off. So let's see what switch 2 is. Switch 2 would be right here. We'll follow that all the way down. And switch 2 is 1 pulse per dollar. One pulse per dollar. And switch to on. Okay, so switch 2 is on. The rest are all off, off, off. This one's off because we don't want 20 pulses per dollar. We want 4 pulses per dollar. So that means that 4 pulses per dollar is 4 quarters. So I'm giving you 4 quarters per dollar. And if you look up here, it's 2 plays per quarter. Okay? Now, how you set up the plays and that functioning is all done up here. But how you set up how much each dollar bill is going to be down here. So 4 pulses is 4 quarters for $1. That's how I have it set up. Okay? All right, so now we're going to be on the upper half of the machine. And I just have to warn you before you go ahead and you pull your keyboard out of your machine. Now, if you would have saw my other video about crane machine problems, in that particular video, I had a problem with the keyboard, and the keyboard actually went bad. And what I didn't tell you in the video is that when the keyboard ended up showing back from candymachines.com, I had put the new keypad in, and apparently the old keypad had blown the motherboard on the crane. So not only did I need a new keypad, but I needed a new motherboard also. So I just want to forewarn you that if you're ever going to pull this keypad out, just as a safety precaution, I would turn the power off first, pull the keypad out, do what you got to do, turn the power off, okay? Put the keyboard back in and then restore power, just to be on the safe side, because this keypad's either I had a bad keypad, but I'm traumatized and I would not take that chance again. So on the keypad, you're going to see up, down, volume. So if you want to change the volume, you would do it from here. You can go volume up, volume down. So here's your volume down. And this is how you can adjust your volume. You can put it to 0 if you want the volume off, okay? You can go up. Now it can get pretty loud and obnoxious. And it starts to crackle, so you don't want to go too high. So right around 10 is where I keep it, I believe. Okay? That's how you do your volume. You have an exit button, an enter button, a mode button, and a clear button. Now, I've never pressed the clear button, and I don't want to press the clear button. The mode button is the button you're going to want to press. So you hit mode. That will take you to the main menu. System info will tell you when your CPU was built and blah, blah, blah. I/O test. That would be your input-output test on your motherboard. You could check each individual input and output to the motherboard. You know, whatever you have hooked up to a keyboard, crane, voltage, switch, stick, whatever. That's just like a testing procedure. The gantry test, which is your arm test, okay? So today we're going to be using system settings. So what we'll do is hit the down button, then we're going to hit the enter button, and we're going to do coins per credit. Now, if you remember, I have it 4 pulses per dollar, which is 4 quarters per dollar, 4 coins per dollar. So we're going to hit enter, and I have it set up for 1 coin equals 2 games. So that would give a total of 8 games per dollar. Now, why do I have it set so high? Because it's just in the man cave and it's for the kids. Usually if they do good on report cards or they clean their room or whatever, I'll give them $1, $5. It depends on how good they were. If they were great, I give them $20. So, I mean, do the math on 20. That's a lot of playing time here. Now, if this was in a commercial environment, would I do that? No, definitely not. So now if you want to change that, so what you're going to do is you're going to hit your up and down arrows. You could do 10 coins per game, which would be $2.50. So they would need to throw $2.50 in here just to play one time. I don't know who would do that, but that's pretty bad. So these are the options you have, and that's what I keep it at. You can do 1 coin 3 games, 1 coin 4 games. I mean, it goes on and on and on. You could hit it in free play where they won't need any money at all. So say if you had a family party or a birthday party and you just want the kids to come on over and just start grabbing out of the claw machine, you just hit it on free play. 1 coin per game. I mean, you have these options. Goes all the way up to 10 coins. We're going to put it back to 1 coin per 2 games because that's how we have it set. Now, that's basically the gist of it. That's how you would do it. I'll just show you since I have this out real quick. This right here is how you set what type of coin that you want to put in your crane machine. Now, this little device right here, this actually moves. You push it forward and you put whatever type of coin you want in there. You could put a token in there. You could put a quarter, a dime, a nickel. That's how you would do it. So just since we have this open, we're just going to show that. And that's basically the gist of it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll try to put a link into the description of thecandymachines.com on how they set theirs up. And happy craning.